I can do it. When people hear this sentence, most react like this, "Really? Me too?" And immediately follows, "But I have no experience. But I think I'll fail. But I'm not certain." This is exactly it. The real reason you can't start. It's not because you lack confidence. It's not because you lack ability. It's not because you're not ready. You're waiting for certainty. You're waiting for a guarantee that you can succeed 100%. You're waiting for confidence that you won't fail. But that moment never comes. Gary Bishop says this, "We pursue certainty because of fear of failure. However, nothing in life is certain." Think about it. Everything you've accomplished so far. When you first went to school, did you have confidence? When you entered your first job, did you have a guarantee you could do it 100%? When you started your first relationship, did you have confidence it would succeed? No, not at all. But you did it anyway, and you succeeded. How? Because you started without certainty. This is the paradox. Confidence doesn't come before starting. Confidence comes after starting. "I can do it" isn't confidence in ability. It's the will that I can start even without confidence. Gary Bishop continues, "What you can and cannot do is determined by the conversation you have with yourself." Listen to the conversation in your head right now. Should I try this? Is this right for me? What if I fail? What will people say? What if I'm embarrassed? The core of all these conversations is one thing. It's not certain, so let's not do it. But think the opposite. It's not certain, but let's try. I might fail, but I'll learn. I can start, even if it's not perfect. I don't know the result, but the process is mine. The moment this conversation changes, everything changes. People who wait for certainty never start. People who accept uncertainty start right now. Hello, this is Mind Design Lab. Today we're dealing with the two most difficult sentences to practice from. Gary Bishop's The Art of Starting. I can do it. I welcome uncertainty. Why are these two sentences difficult? The first sentence, I can do. It is a declaration about something you haven't tried yet. There's no evidence. There's no experience. Yet you have to say, I can do it. I welcome uncertainty is because it's the exact opposite of our instinct. The human brain is designed to pursue certainty. Uncertainty is recognized as danger. But Gary Bishop tells us to do these two things. He says without these, nothing can begin. 90% of what you think I can't do is not true. It's fear. Precisely. Fear of uncertainty. I can't write. Really? Or are you scared because you're not sure if you can write well? I can't do business. Really? Or are you afraid because you're not sure if you can succeed? I can't speak. Really? Or are you afraid because you're not sure how people will react? We say we can't, but actually not certain is the accurate expression. And not being certain is natural, because you haven't tried. Stanford University psychologist Carol Dweck concluded after 30 years of research, people who say I can't do it, yet rather than I can't do it, eventually succeed. I can't do it, fixed state. I can't do it yet, growth possible state. This one small word, yet, changes everything. But Gary Bishop goes one step further. He tells us to declare I can do it rather than I can't do it yet. Why? Because the brain follows clear instructions. If you say I can't yet, the brain recognizes I can't do it now. If you say I can do it, the brain starts looking for how can I do it. According to UCLA neuroscientists' research, when we repeat a sentence, the neural circuits related to it are strengthened. Repeating I can't strengthens neural circuits, looking for reasons why you can't. Repeating I can do it strengthens neural circuits, looking for ways you can do it. So I can do it isn't a lie. It's a prophecy. The moment you say that, your brain starts looking for ways to realize it. Gary Bishop expresses it this way. Uncertainty is not an enemy to avoid, but a reality to accept. Think about it. What do people who only do certain things do? They only do what they've already done. They only do what they already know. They only do what they're already familiar with. The result? No growth, no change, nothing new. They live the same life as 10 years ago. They do the same work as 20 years ago. Conversely, what do people who accept uncertainty do? They try things. They learn things they don't know. They challenge things they're not familiar with. The result? They grow. They change. They become new people. After 1 year, they're completely different people. After 5 years, they're somewhere they never imagined. The difference is just one thing. Did they avoid uncertainty or welcome it? Gary Bishop says bluntly, waiting for certainty is the surest way to waste life. It's cold, but it's true. The moment you say, "I'll start when I'm certain," you'll never start. Because certainty doesn't come before starting. Was marriage certain? No. But you did it anyway. Was the job certain? No. But you entered anyway. Was moving certain? No. But you moved anyway. All important decisions in life are made in uncertain states. And we grow in that uncertainty. So from today, declare these 2 sentences: I can do it. Even without evidence, it's okay. This isn't belief, it's choice. I welcome uncertainty. Even if you're afraid, it's okay. This isn't courage, it's accepting reality. The moment these 2 sentences become your language, your life starts to change. Because now you don't wait for certainty, you become someone who starts even in uncertain states. And only those who start eventually arrive. Certainty is a prison. I'll start when I'm 100% confident. This one sentence is binding the lives of tens of millions. The moment you pursue certainty, choices narrow to just one. What you've already done, what you already know, what you're already familiar with. What's the result? Today same as yesterday, tomorrow same as today. Gary Bishop points out, people want life to be predictable. But a predictable life is a life without growth. Think about it. The moments when you really grew in life, was it comfortable? No. Was it certain? No. Weren't you afraid? You were afraid. When you gave your first presentation, when you moved to a new city, when you started a new job, when you started an important relationship, all were uncertain. All were frightening. All had unknown outcomes. But you did it anyway. And those moments made who you are now. Here's the paradox. Growth always happens in uncertainty. Harvard Business School research proves this. They tracked 200 successful entrepreneurs for 30 years. What did they have in common? Genius? No. Special connections? No. Massive capital? No. Just one thing, the ability to endure uncertainty. They started knowing they might fail. They advanced without knowing the outcome. They invested without guarantees. They said, if we had waited until we were certain, we would have never started anything. Conversely, what was the common point of failed people? People who spent 10 years saying, I'll do it when I'm certain. Gary Bishop sharply points out, the very attempt to avoid uncertainty is the biggest risk. Why? If you avoid uncertainty, you stay in the safe zone. Staying in the safe zone is comfortable, but the price of that comfort is growth stoppage. Think of muscles. When do muscles grow? When comfortable? No, when uncomfortable. When lifting weight, when muscle fibers tear, when it hurts. In that pain, muscles decide, I need to get stronger and grow. Life is the same. You grow when lifting the weight of uncertainty. Abilities expand in discomfort. Confidence emerges when passing through fear. There's an experiment at MIT Brain Science Institute. They divided mice into 2 groups. Group A, same maze every day, same food, same environment. Group B, different maze every day, different challenges, unpredictable environment. Results after 6 months, Group A's brain, no change. Group B's brain, hippocampus, learning 40% growth, new neuron generation. Uncertainty grows the brain. Predictable environments stagnate the brain. Same with humans. Same commute every day, same work every day, same people every day, same conversations every day. Even after 10 years, the brain doesn't grow. It's 10 years of experience, but actually just 1 year of experience repeated 10 times. Gary Bishop calls this the illusion of safety. Being in certainty doesn't mean you're safe. Rather, it's most dangerous. Why dangerous? The world changes. Technology changes. Markets change. People change. But if only you don't change, you become obsolete. What was certain 10 years ago has disappeared now. What's certain now might disappear in 10 years. Only one thing is certain. Everything is uncertain. The moment you accept this truth, paradoxically, you become free. Nothing's certain anyway. Then there's no reason to be afraid. Let's just try. Welcoming uncertainty isn't recklessness. It's accepting reality as it is. I might succeed or fail. I might do well or poorly. I don't know the result, but the process is learning. This attitude changes everything. Assume success probability is 50%. Person pursuing certainty waits until 100% confident. Waits forever. Number of attempts 0. Number of successes 0. Person welcoming uncertainty tries even with 50% probability. Tries 10 times. Number of successes average 5. See the difference? 0 versus 5. Pursuing certainty equals 0. Accepting uncertainty creates numbers. Gary Bishop says firmly, there's no perfect timing. Now is the timing. What's the truth of I'll start when I'm ready? It means I'll never start. Because preparation never ends. The more you prepare, the more you see what needs preparation. Someone wants to write a book. They say, I'll write after studying more. A year passes. Still insufficient. Let me study more. 5 years pass. Almost there. Just a bit more. 10 years pass. Still haven't written. Conversely, someone welcoming uncertainty. Don't know if I can write well, but let me try. It's clumsy. It's insufficient. It's embarrassing. But they write. As they write, they gradually improve. After 1 year, 1 book is completed. Compare after 10 years. One is still preparing. One has published 10 books. What's the difference? Whether they welcomed or avoided uncertainty. I welcome uncertainty. This one sentence changes life. Being uncertain is okay. Knowing you might fail is okay. Knowing it's not perfect is okay, but you do it. Because not doing it equals 0. Doing it is at least 1. The difference between 0 and 1 is infinite. Gary Bishop's final message. Uncertainty isn't a choice but a necessity. Without accepting it, there's no life. In certainty, there's no life. Only repetition. Only safe zones. No growth. In uncertainty, there's life. There's adventure. There's learning. There's growth. So choose. A stagnant life in certainty or a growing life in uncertainty? The answer is clear. I welcome uncertainty. With this declaration, real life begins. Just because you declared you'd accept, uncertainty doesn't mean life automatically changes. Declaration only sets direction. Change starts with action. That's why we need it. Action principles and training rules to not waver in uncertainty. These principles aren't motivation. They don't demand willpower. They're just standards that remain in your body when repeated. First principle, base on action, not thought. People say, I'm not mentally ready yet. I'll do it when I'm more confident. But in the world of action, there's no such thing as a ready state. Action comes first. Thought follows. You don't act because confidence emerges. Confidence emerges because you acted. You don't start because it becomes clear. It becomes clear because you started. So change the standard. What's the smallest action I can do now? Not a perfect plan, but an imperfect first step is the standard. Second principle, record attempts, not results. Most people evaluate themselves by results. If successful, they did well. If failed, they did poorly. This standard is dangerous because results can't be controlled. So change the standard, not results, but number of attempts. Not did I succeed today, but did I try today? Write a trial log, not a performance log. Did I make one uncertain choice today? Did I do one uncomfortable action today? If you can answer yes to these questions, that day is a success. Third principle, don't try to eliminate fear. Many people are mistaken. They say if fear disappears, they can act. But fear doesn't disappear. As long as there's no certainty, it always exists. So change the goal. Not eliminating fear, but moving with fear. Fear is a signal. Not a danger signal, but a growth signal. Feeling fear means you're currently outside the safe zone. So ask not, am I not afraid, but can I do it even though I'm afraid? Fourth principle, give up the perfect day. Perfect plan, perfect condition, perfect timing. The moment you wait for these 3 things, nothing happens. So choose. Even a messy day, choose the side that executes. Do it even on days you can't concentrate. Do it even on days your mood sinks. Do it even on days without confidence. Perfection stops progress, but imperfection moves forward. Fifth principle, deliberately insert uncertain choices into daily life. Uncertainty isn't a special event. It's a training target. So deliberately insert it into daily life. Choose a different method instead of the usual way. Talk with new people instead of familiar ones. Make a 60% choice instead of a confident choice. The more you frequently experience small uncertainties, the more you won't collapse before big uncertainties. You develop immunity to uncertainty. Sixth principle, repeat identity sentences. People must change identity before changing behavior. So decide on one sentence. I'm a person who endures uncertainty. I'm a person who acts even without confidence. I'm a person who chooses to try. You don't have to believe these sentences. Just repeat them. The brain starts accepting repeated sentences as truth. Seventh principle, put regret standards in the future. Ask at every moment of choice, if I don't do it now, will I regret it 3 years later? Most regrets come not from actions taken, but from choices not made. Far more people regret not trying than regret failing. So simplify the choice standard. Choose the side you won't be ashamed of to your future self. Final principle, set uncertainty as life's default. Uncertainty isn't an exception. It's the normal state. The moment you expect certainty, life will continuously disappoint you. But But the moment you accept uncertainty as default, every situation becomes a practice ground. Unexpected events, moments when plans fall apart, failures all become part of training. Now the question reduces to just one. Not, has it become certain? But can I act now? Only those who continue answering yes to this question directly control their life's direction in an uncertain world. Uncertainty isn't something to eliminate. It's something to train. And to those who've accumulated that training, the world is no longer a threat but a space of opportunity. In the next part, we'll look at how these principles actually work in life's choices. In uncertain moments, you'll no longer stop. Money, work, relationships, self. Welcoming uncertainty isn't philosophy. It's a choice standard that works in reality. Now, let's see how that standard changes results in actual life scenes. 1. The realm of money. Certain salary versus uncertain possibility. Many people say stability is important now. I'll challenge when more certain. So they choose certain salary, predictable day, same routine for 10 years. The problem is this: a certain salary doesn't guarantee a certain future. Markets change, technology changes, jobs disappear. People welcoming uncertainty move differently. While receiving salary, they learn uncertain skills. They start side projects with no revenue. They make attempts not knowing when they'll pay off. At first, it's anxious. Revenue is zero, no results. But time passes and choices emerge. One has just salary. The other has salary plus multiple possibilities. The difference isn't ability. It's the difference in time enduring uncertainty. 2. The realm of work. Perfect preparation versus imperfect start. The reason many people stop isn't lack of ability. It's lack of certainty. I don't know if this is the right path. I'll move after learning more. So they prepare for 3 years. Worry for 5 years. Think for 10 years. What's the result? Nothing happens. People welcoming uncertainty say, don't know if it's right, but let me try this direction. If wrong, correct. If failed, change direction. But don't stop. So experience accumulates. Not resume, but experience accumulates. The market remembers people who moved, not people who prepared. 3. The realm of relationships. Safe distance versus real connection. Same in relationships. Certain relationships are safe. Less chance of getting hurt. No risk of rejection. But they don't deepen either. People welcoming uncertainty choose differently. They contact first. They're honest first. They extend their hand first. Might be rejected. Might become awkward. The relationship might end. Despite this, they do it. Because real relationships always start only on uncertainty. 4. Relationship with self-confident me versus growing me. The most important realm. Many people define themselves with, I'm this kind of person. That definition is safe, but simultaneously, it's a prison. People welcoming uncertainty suspend self-definition. I'm still deciding. I can change. I'm not finalized. This attitude enables growth. The confident me stops, but the growing me keeps changing. Remember just one thing here. It doesn't mean people who choose uncertainty always win, but this is certain people who avoid uncertainty never win, because the number of attempts is 0. After this video ends, you don't need grand resolutions to change life. Just one is enough. Choose one uncertain action today. It can be very small. One postponed message, one delayed application, one button to start learning, one unfinished sentence. Don't look at results. Don't judge success. Only confirm this. Today I didn't avoid uncertainty. When this accumulates at some point, you'll say, why did I change so much? That moment comes. It definitely comes. Finally, I want to leave this sentence. You can write it in comments or say it silently. I welcome uncertainty. With this declaration, your life no longer stops. Subscription and notifications are choices, but if you choose, every morning your action muscles will be trained. In an uncertain world, as people who certainly grow, we go together.